What's going on, guys? Tony Ivanov here with another video lesson, and today I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin and why I have finally started to buy some Bitcoin. I've made a few videos on this topic in the past few weeks, just noting the chart, the technical analysis, and saying where the best point to rebuy Bitcoin would be. And if you haven't seen those videos, I highly recommend you check those out right now before you watch this video, because there's a lot of great content in them. Just look back in my video library and you should be able to find those no problem. But essentially the plan was to buy when we break this gigantic channel we've been in since the top we had in mid-December, when we hit 19,900 and then had a very sharp fall downwards. So ever since that day, every single large bounce we've had thereafter has landed on this line, and all I did when making this line was I connected the point on this top with this top, and then I made a ray so the line extends all the way out, and then the bounce we had off of the 6,000s in early February, it stopped out right here at 11,744 ish, right on that line. So that was the confirmation of that resistance, and that was the line that we knew that if we wanted to see a big reversal in Bitcoin, it would have to break through that line. So before I go any further, I usually do have a webcam, but my webcam isn't working right now for some reason. I'm gonna reinstall the drivers after this video, but for now, no webcam today, no big deal. If you don't know, every single day I give away $25 and it goes to a random commenter from the previous video lesson. So we're going to see who that is right now. All you got to do is leave a like, leave a subscription, leave a comment down below for a chance to win 25 bucks. So here's Dave Dillard, says my comment. Okay, so this time I'm going to let that slide, guys, but I really want you to ask some sort of question or really have some input, because that's kind of a waste of this spot. So Dave, you're gonna be the last person who experiences my grace on this topic. I want to see you ask a question or provide some feedback on the videos, because you're getting 25 bucks, so give it some thought. So Dave, make sure you send me a YouTube message with your PayPal email address and I'll send over that 25 bucks. Just saying right now, anyone who's looking to leave a comment on this video, if you want a chance to win 25 bucks, make sure your comment has some substance, or else I'll move on to the next person. So moving back on to Bitcoin. So yeah, we finally broke through. Oh, and by the way, I'm using the 3-hour time frame, and this is TradingView. This is a free charting platform. I have the paid version. The paid version just basically lets you use a bunch more moving averages and indicators in general, and you also can have a watch list on TradingView. The paid version is like, I think, $5 a month, so it's more than worth it. It's a very good platform, very good web charts that you can use in order to do your technical analysis. And I'm using the 3-hour time frame, so we're going to be doing all this analysis based on a 3-hour time frame, because I'm not gonna look at the 1 minute, because 1 minute's gonna have so much noise that I'm not gonna be able to really make sense of my thesis on the 3-hour on the 1 minute. So looking at the chart on Bitcoin, you can clearly see that we did break over that downtrending trend line, and we're slowly working our way up, but we have been facing a lot of resistance in this area. So once we broke over that trend line on the 1st of March, we bounced up tiny bit to 11,200 about, and then we dipped back down. We reconfirmed that this resistance line is now support, as shown by the price action bouncing off of that very cleanly. And then for a second there, it looked like we were making a new trend line from the bottom of this dip. You connect that with this one, make a ray, and it seemed like that was going to hold up as the support, but you can see we've now since then broken down below, I'm not sure what that was, we've broken down below that trend line, and now it's been acting as resistance. And we also have the previous high here at 11,700. So now is a very important area to watch Bitcoin and see what it does. Have to see, you know, is it gonna hold this uptrend, or is it just gonna have another pullback, and is it gonna act as a double top? One thing that is a pretty big concern here is that when I was doing this technical analysis, I've always used the logarithmic chart on Bitcoin, and for some reason I didn't know that this switched back, but my charts are no longer on the logarithmic time or price scale. So if you just go to the settings real fast here, press log scale, you will see that the chart changes. It goes on a logarithmic scale. And if you don't know what that means, you can do some research into it. But basically, the price, you know, as the price grows, the gap in between the price will grow exponentially with it. Meaning that the space in between these grid lines is not one-to-one all the way through. And that changes the chart a bit. Now you can see if we draw the same trend line on these two tops, it looks like we're approaching that resistance on log scale. So that's going to be a very interesting point to see. And that will pretty much be the confirmation of, okay, so do we use the regular scale or do we use the log scale? Because if this does hold up as resistance, it does mean that a lot more investors and big traders are relying on the logarithmic scale. So then it would be, you know, a sign for me and you guys to viewing to try to switch over to your logarithmic scale and start doing a technical analysis that way. Because like I said, if we do see this as resistance here right near 12,000, then it should have another pullback, and I'm not too sure where it's going to end up by then. If it does make a higher low, that'd be awesome, but you know, we could also break down below 9,400 and trend lower. So we'll just have to see. Right now I did start a small position. I'm not in with my full size quite yet, just because of the uncertainty of what this is gonna do. Now, you know, the main thing with Bitcoin is that it doesn't move fast overnight. So we can watch the price action. We can slowly add in and add out, add in and scale out, and not have to go all in at once and sell all at once. So it's a very nice thing with Bitcoin that it does move slower than other types of investments, that we can really manage our position and manage our risk accordingly. So I did take a starter on the break of this trend line, and now I'm seeing, you know, what it's going to do over the next few days, maybe the next few weeks, not the next few weeks, over the next week. And then once I have a better understanding of what it's going to do, I will make an update video on it. So hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. If you did, like I said, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscription down below. If you want a chance to win 25 bucks, make sure you ask a question in the comments, or just, you know, have some input into the conversation. I want to know what you guys think about Bitcoin. Do you think it's a good investment, or do you have alternative coins that you think are more valuable? Leave your comments down below. I want to hear what you guys think. And with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow.